Number 336 in the Masters of Cinema series from Eureka Entertainment is Apache, a film that came out in 1954, directed by Robert Aldrich, who's got a couple of titles in the Masters of Cinema series, starring Burt Lancaster as the Native American Massai. This is one of those films that the story felt very familiar, similar to almost Sons of the Great Bear in the way it kind of told a tale, but it takes a different kind of tact, which I kind of liked. And it's all about Massai after escaping from a prison camp. Apache warrior Massai refuses to accept the surrender of his people to the US Army. Declared an outlaw, he wages a one-man war against these forces, trying to erase his identity, culture and freedom, both as a symbol of resistance and hunted ghost across the American frontier.
After him before he starts the war all over again.
No, Jehan, no.
It's one of those movies where, going into it, I felt I had seen variations on aspects of this story, from the Geronimo surrender at the start to the way this character becomes a kind of folk hero, from him travelling through the countryside trying to get back home to his land. But there is something rather compelling about this, whether it's Burt Lancaster's performance, who is stoic, who is determined, who is struggling to deal with the displacement of himself, his people, and where he stands within this world now.
But we can talk in the house.
I have seen the house. It is a white man's house.
It is my house.
Robert Aldrich's adaptation of Apache is really different, because rather than celebrating the conquest of the Americas, it places the film in the middle of the American expansion. How people were displaced, how they frame themselves as the good people, as the people who went in and civilized this country, but actually shows their underhanded techniques, the harsh brutality of the subjugation of this people. It frames that in a kind of wonderful light, which I really like about the film. Massai feels as though he is under the odds. You feel as though he's heading towards an inevitable ending, fighting back against the man, insurmountable odds. But what I like about this is his understanding. It's a self-discovery of where he lies within the scope of things, as he travels through various towns, as he gets help, as he sees how other Native American cultures have settled into the sort of white man's way of doing things. He starts to see the little bits of loss of identity, but also that there is fragments that are good as well.
Apaches are warriors, not farmers.
You have seen the world of the white man. Their numbers like leaves of the tree. As a touch or nothing, the warrior's day is over.
He starts to see both positives and negatives within this as he travels through, as he makes connections, as he ultimately starts to become frazzled by this constant war, constant moving, never being able to settle down or have a home or relationships. You can really see it impacting the character. I really enjoyed all these aspects of the film, and because of its short runtime, because of its thematics that it has, like the resistance against the assimilation, which it comes across really well here, where you don't need to fully assimilate. You can take aspects that work and build that into your life. The Western is a tragedy. This isn't glorified Wild West, where people live and die on reputations, and this is a harsh reality. This is a juggernaut of advancement taking over people who lived there for generations, and completely diminishing everything that they have done. I think that's great, and it comes across really well. I know in a time where a lot of movies weren't really being morally fractured or showing both sides and always giving the sort of rah-rah good way of doing things, the American way, telling that aspect of the story, it really see it starting to differentiate and move into something that's more akin to the actual truth. which I kind of liked. I think Burt Lancaster, who, yes, looking back, is maybe not the best choice for this role, actually delivers a really strong central performance. I can never look at it and think, oh, that's not Burt Lancaster, but I get lost in moments of the character. I get lost in his steadfastness, his inability to be flexible when the authorities are pushing him. The little fun moments that he has, the escape from the prison camp, I thought was really fun and just showed some nice moments within it. I liked Apache. I do like when Eureka released these Western movies. I think I liked Real Lobo a lot more than this. I just felt it was a more enjoyable film. But Apache was interesting and fun, and it's nice to see another Aldrich film making it into the Masters of Cinema series. Let's dive into the disc and have a look at the extras. Here we are in the disc for Apache. We have the film with English subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing. Next up, we have the story of Massai, Austin Fisher interview, and this focuses on the film. This is 10 minutes 17 seconds, focusing on the Native Americans. It has a little bit of a more forgiving ideology, not looking at the way that Westerns were portrayed before and around about this time the film came out. Next, we have The Last Sunset in Veracruz, Sheldon Hall interview, and this is 16 minutes 46 seconds. He talks a lot about Robert Aldrich, how he kind of came into the film business, has a little bit of his background, moving into Westerns and how they were at the time, and talking about Apache. Then there is the trailer. Also included in this set is a 20-page booklet. It has the essay Remembering a Different Past, Apache and Memory by Jenny Barrett. And that's the extras for Apache. There we have it. Apache is out now. I would love to know your thoughts on this film. If you've seen it before, did you pick it up? Do you love it, hate it, whatever? Let me know in the comment box below. As always, there is more content up here. You can see more of my stuff. In the description box are links to Patreon, membership program, manvfilm.com, always in which you can support. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.